Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the BTM channel. And we're doing a little different type of video today. Obviously, it is weird to see me in this type of environment. Just kind of like, I don't know, freaking out in reality, honestly. Obviously, normally, it's just reaction type videos. But obviously, just recently, of course, we have hit 100,000 subscribers again. Thank you guys so much for that, man. It really is a true blessing. Hitting that mark, it's a goal I've been trying to hit, for 4 years, a little more than 4 years now. Definitely a dream goal of mine. Crazy. It's all thanks to you guys who watch the shorts, watch the videos, watch my Fortnite content, Among Us content. I mean, all types of different videos I used to upload, man. It's all because of all y'all. And yeah, so basically what this video is gonna be is it's just gotta be me telling my life story along with my YouTube story, and then how that kind of coordinates like with my life story and stuff like that. So basically gonna be telling my entire YouTube story as best I remember. I don't got a script, I don't got anything written down, nothing like that. And then also I do have some questions, you guys. I wrote them down. I have some questions you guys asked me. I asked you guys to ask me some questions that I would answer about myself or whatever it was about, and I would answer them in a video. Also, again, do apologize if this is like bad audio or anything like that, because I literally just got my phone, went out to a park, and that's where I'm at. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get it started. So, where do I even start, man? So, first of all, what most of y'all don't even know is so I guess I'll start with like maybe what got me into. So, I guess in 2017 was when I kind of made my first video. It was a short basketball video, kind of the type of content I made whenever I started making videos again in like 2019. But I guess I was in probably 4th or 5th grade. I was very young. Me and my friend decided to make a YouTube channel. And just like he had one and I had one, and we would just film, different like 2K content or whatever, it wasn't good, we get our tablets. I think at that time I had a tablet. I was filming on a tablet. I didn't have a phone yet, so I would film, like a 2K clip or whatever on my tablet. Like it was janky, but that's how you start, and basically it pretty much started, with just short basketball clips and stuff like that. And it was short-lived though. It lasted probably a few weeks, maybe less. It was very short-lived. It was super quick. Like, I don't know how, but I think maybe my friend told his mom, and then his mom told my mom that we had a YouTube channel. And my mom, she didn't want me to have a channel at that time, 4th or 5th grade. She did not want me to have a channel. So I was just like, I had no choice. One day I came in from playing basketball with my friend and probably filming something. And she said, "You have a YouTube channel?" And I'm like, yeah. And then sure enough, got shut down by her. So was pretty short-lived. Based on that, I think whenever that channel shut down, I had like 10 subscribers. Nothing huge, probably mostly my friends and a few, some random people. And then, I guess then from there on, it went about 2 more years, went to about 2019. It was about May of 2019. So at this point, I'm in 7th grade. And it was just a thought in my mind again. I was like, I want to start doing YouTube again. And it was like, because I remember in 6th grade, my teacher asking us, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Or like, if there was a professional, or it said, if you could be a professional at something that's not like a normal profession, what would it be? And I had said watching YouTube videos. So I think 6th grade was where I started to think about it a little bit, and then it probably slipped away a little bit. And then it came right back into my mind again in 7th grade. And yeah, it was probably about, April, May of my 7th grade in 2019. And started making some more. I made some really cringy videos. Most of those videos aren't up yet, but there are some up there. Like, you can find some cringy videos of mine from back in the day that, man, I might need to take those down thinking about it, but they were bad. You know what I'm saying? Mini hoop videos, dunking, doing between the legs, behind the back, freaking dunks on my mini hoop. It was pretty cringy, but it was fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed making them, and I would film them with some of my friends. I mean, it was all types of stuff. I mean, it was mini hoop. It was me and my friends had a game where we would get get 2 yoga balls, and just freaking run into each other, and then you would just you try not to fall back and freaking crack your head open or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just fun stuff like that. Really enjoyed doing that, and so that probably took about, that was probably about, I don't know how long I did that type of content a long time. Like, it was pretty bad content for probably, I'd say that probably went to about May, probably that next summer, or no, probably longer than that, actually. It took me a while. But then I guess we'll get into kind of the IRL stuff here. So, then moving into the 8th grade, again, not much new content. It was just kind of the short stuff, like whatever I pretty much want to film, I'll film. Like, I did not know what I was doing. I'm gonna be honest, for a while, did not know what I was doing. Uploading 30-second Fortnite clips, Madden clips, still just getting used to just uploading videos again, and just really had no idea what I was doing, to be honest. I was just uploading videos I enjoyed. It was a channel for fun, and it still is, but it's just a bigger scale now. But yeah, so that, got into 8th grade, not much changed. And then this is where this was a big point for me, was 8th grade basketball. So this was a big point for me in my life. Basketball has always been, it's been a sport, I believe I'm really good at. I believe I can, I'm saying, if I'm on a team, I can benefit the team in many different ways, especially now. I think I've gotten even better since I've stopped playing. But in 8th grade, man, this was one of the roughest patches of probably 2-3 months. It was rough. Basically, what I'm saying, I'm in, I got my sports goggles on, what I'm saying, looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm rolling up to the 8th grade tryouts. Whatever, they go well enough, what I'm saying. I wouldn't say I played great. Again, I'm in 8th grade, so how quality basketball is that? Make the team, everything seems great. And then the season starts officially. We have a first game. And so our basketball team, this was the first mistake this team made. Was they basically had 15 of us. So they had the maximum amount of kids you could have on a team. And basically, what this coach did, what I'm saying, like I said, I think that there's a whole backstory with, like, my old coach. There's, like, drama there. I'm not going to talk about that, but there's drama with him influencing the 8th grade team, even though there's a lot of drama with it, but I'm not going to get into the details of all that. But basically, this coach, if he was the one making the decisions here, he had the starting 5, and they were a group of 5. And then he had the next 5. Like, he never mixed up the groups. He just had the starting 5, the bench 5, and then the third group, which was the group I got stuck in. And it was a terrible experience. Basically, it was just 3 months of that, basically. Like, you go to practice every day, you work hard, what I'm saying, you're running the laps, you're doing the same thing all these other dudes are doing, and they're getting opportunities to play in the game. And you're just sitting there watching every single game, and it was embarrassing. It really was embarrassing because I'd say the most embarrassing part was whenever the coach, if it was a blowout or whatever it was, and they would put this coach. It pissed me off so much. They would put me in. They would put our group of 5 into the game with probably a minute too late. Nothing. 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes left. No time to do anything. No time to show your skills. And it was just really, really depressing, deflating. And it was because I hated it because you'd sit there cold, sitting like this, and I'm gonna keep it real. I was that type of guy. I was talking to my fellow benchmates, just being like why am I here? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it got to a point where you tried to go team, and then eventually it gets old. It gets really old, and you sit there, and it sucks. It really does suck. You get tired of clapping for your teammates, and then the coach would say, "Hey guys, go check in. You 5 check in." And then we check in with a minute left. We're down by 20 or whatever, and it's just terrible. Because I remember the crowd go, "Woo!" And it's like, bro, like, we are the same age as the dudes that were just on the court. Don't clap, bro. Don't clap, man. Like, I would rather have silence when we go out there, bro. It was so embarrassing, bro. Like, it really was embarrassing, man. Like I said, this is gotta be a long video, y'all. My bad. Like, it's gotta be a long video, but I'm just letting my thoughts, spew out right now, man. But yeah, it was just that season really did, like, kind of get a fire started in me as far as for just, I wanted to get something like my YouTube channel was kind of a way to, it was something I could control, whereas basketball I had no control over. And you'll see here in 9th grade kind of the carryover effect of the 8th grade year. But yeah, it was just a really deflating season. We would get out there and, none of us really have the energy, or, like some of, not all my teammates in the back 5, but some of those guys, I'm saying, they might make you look worse, I'm saying, than you think you're showing more skills, and your teammates may be making your 5 look worse, and you think it's affecting you. It was a really bad situation, and it was really bad. But that season definitely started kind of a fire in me. Like, I want to do something for myself and do something big for myself, and basketball was how I thought maybe I could do that, but of course, I'm saying, I can't control the coaching, and I never got the worst part about it is you don't even get a chance to show what you got. I'm saying, you feel like you're working as hard as you can to show coach what you got, and then you getting put in the game with 2 minutes left. It's not enough time to show what you got, so it's really just disappointing. I know I'm not the only one, and that's the thing. That's why I'm kind of talking about this story, because I'm sure there's more people out there with the same situation on their sports team. It's the same with football too, and soccer. Any sport. It's, you got the bench guys, and those guys are just waiting for their opportunity, man. And you see like the Heat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Miami Heat, man, making the NBA Finals, man. You already know. But like Caleb Martin, bro, went from being undrafted, really our whole bench, honestly, undrafted, neglected, nobody really cares about him, to being in the NBA Finals and putting on a show, so that's what I wanted. Unfortunately, I did not get that, especially in 8th grade. But moving on from that, but basically the point of that story was just to kind of show, like, that started a little fire in me, I wanted to do something, what I'm saying? I wanted to do something that I could control, and I wanted to be great. But it had to be something I could control, because clearly I had no control over basketball. So, moving on. The rest of that 8th grade year because basketball is about how, it took us to about the winter time. Rest of the 8th grade year, again, still similar content, just 30-second Fortnite clips, Madden clips, nothing like super special, 2K clips, like nothing special at all. Again, it was still me. I'm sure, like, I think back then I was filming like Ouija board videos. Like, I had filmed it all, man. It like I said, I have filmed tons of freaking content back then. This was also around the time, I guess it was more like in November of like 2019. So that same 8th grade year, or 2019. It was in that October of 2019 was when I started to get a little bit of subscribers, got myself, I think, up to around 1,000 subscribers, if I remember correctly. I had this like one video of like Dom Tracy. He's another YouTuber, but he did like a live stream where he was like, yo, I'm gonna show you guys this preview of me knocking out my girlfriend's ex or something. And obviously it was all script. But at the time, what I'm saying, I was gullible enough. I fell for it. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna screen record this and post it on my YouTube channel. And that was like the first clip that ever got me views. And it was the first. It was the start of a little bit of subscribers. And then after that, there was really nothing for the rest of 8th grade year. And then COVID hit. Nothing really bad happened with COVID. I wish I had taken advantage. I wish I had taken advantage of COVID back in the day. I wish I had the mentality I have now to go back, because I'd be freaking, man, I might be at 200K right now, bro. Like, I would have grinded the heck out of COVID, but no, I didn't do much, during that, COVID era. It really wasn't nothing crazy special. I think it was, again, still just short clips. That summer still passed. I was still recording mini hoop videos. I'd probably film basketball videos out at a court by my house. Used to play my friends 1v1 there. Did stuff like that. And then that was basically 8th grade and the summer. So again, nothing big. Then once we got to 9th grade year, trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. Nothing really happened for the first probably 3 months of 9th grade. Again, it was still just film whatever content I was filming, basketball videos, Fortnite videos, whatever I had, but it wasn't like they were good Fortnite videos or anything like that. And then I got to October, and this was about the start of the rise of Among Us. This was like right when Among Us was starting to rise up in popularity. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try it. Let me try streaming some Among Us. So that's what I did. I believe what I did was I streamed from my phone. And then I had like a cheap old laptop I used. It has a crack all the way across the screen. It doesn't even work anymore. But I would use that to read chat, and I would finish my Zoom classes, and then immediately, I would jump onto an Among Us stream and start trying to, obviously anyone that would want to join my game, we'd play games. So, it was like, 10 to 20 viewers a stream, nothing crazy. And I would just start to, play some Among Us with, random strangers and whatnot, and that got a little bit of, again, some subscribers for me. I was grinding it though. I had like, if you look back, you could look back, and I had some streams where like, if they were doing well, bro, on the weekends. I have one Among Us stream I saw yesterday because I was looking back. It was like 6 hours, and I had like 2 or 3 of those streams where I went 6 hours straight playing Among Us. And I was just grinding it, bro. I was just straight up grinding it, and I was just like, I'm gonna just, because if a stream was doing well, I just kept going. I was like, I'm not gonna stop the stream, because I wanted, just keep growing and growing and growing, and yeah. So that was kind of that stage of that YouTube career. Then again, here we go again with the 9th grade basketball. You know what I'm saying? I told you I would come into play. 9th grade basketball was a lot better than 8th grade basketball. Bro, 8th grade basketball was just terrible. 9th grade, it was a little bit better, but it was still a similar situation. I don't know why they decided to take, I think we had 15 or 16 guys. Like, we had like over the limit. It was like we had way too many dudes, but it was, again, 15 or 16 guys on the team. And again, kind of that same, like, you know, like, you got the starting five. And the thing about high school ball is you don't play 40 minutes. You play 24 minutes. And it's like, that, I don't get that about high school ball. Like, why are we only playing 24-minute games, bro? Like, what is this, bro? Man, I would play the whole game then. Like, and that was kind of the thing. Like, the starters, they would play, like, I'd say probably 3/4 of the game. Like, they played like 75% of it. Like, and then it was just kind of whatever's left for, you know, sometimes I would sneak into the second group. It really just switched around. Like, I was in the second group, I was in the third group. Like, it switched around. Mostly I was in the third group again, so I still got stuck in a bad position, but we'd get in there every once in a while. Again, it just depended on the lead and everything like that. We got more minutes than 8th grade, but again, it was still just not enough to really just, like, go and just turn into a star and whatnot. And also back then in 8th grade and 9th grade, what I will say, I do follow myself on this, like, I was not confident, bro. If you're playing a sport, bro, you have to be confident. Be confident, bro, because if you don't have confidence, you're going nowhere in life. It's honestly, it's the same with sports. It's the same with sports, life, anything. If you don't have confidence if you don't get your voice out there, you're not gonna play. You're not gonna play. And that was the thing, you know, throughout 8th grade, like even before 8th grade, I played on a feeder team that led into the 8th grade team. So it was kind of the same similar guys I played with in 8th grade that I played with, like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, all that. And I fault myself, and then I also fault my coach, I'm not gonna lie, because he basically he made me scared to shoot. I'm not gonna lie, because when certain dudes on the team would shoot, like if they didn't run the play and they broke the play off and just tried to do whatever and shoot a shot, they would get put on the bench, and it scared me. It was like, I don't want to shoot. So I would say throughout like 8th grade and like back, I shot, and you know, even during 9th grade, I would say my whole basketball career, and I regret it, I shot probably 2 to 3 shots a game. Like, dead set, I shot 2 to 3 shots a game, bro. It was bad, bro. It was really bad. And it was just because my coach scared me about shooting, because I was like, oh, I don't have the confidence to shoot. But I honestly wish, like, I had just taken more. I wish I had chucked up a half-court shot. Just why not? Like, I really did. You know, I was only taking layups, only wide open 3-pointers. Like, I was playing like a center that, like, I was playing like, I don't even know, like Robert Williams, bro. Takes 2 shots a game, and he probably has the highest field goal percentage. I probably had the highest field goal percentage in the league, bro, because I would just freaking, you know what I'm saying, barely shoot. And yeah, I mean, and it definitely does make a difference, I think, based off of who your teammates are as well. I think that's another thing that can boost your confidence. Like, actually, after 8th grade season, I got put on the second team. So there was like the main team, and this wasn't during the school year. This was like, it was during the school year, but it wasn't with the school team. It was back with the feeder team to then go into the freshman team, if that makes sense. I don't know. But basically, there's like the higher up team, there's like the A team and the B team. At this point, I had been on the A team, you know, pretty much my whole, you know, time I'd been playing on the feeder team. I got put on the B team, and I love my teammates. I love playing with all of them. They were all like cool dudes, laid back. It was a lot more relaxed. I had a different coach that was more laid back, and like if I missed, he wouldn't freak out. And I was definitely the best scorer probably on the team, at least for the B team there. And it just gave me that confidence. I had, you know, pretty good games where I would score pretty well, and it just, because of my teammates around me and the coach I had, it just boosted my confidence, and I was a much more impactful player, better player, and yeah. So I mean that stuff impacts it too, but yeah, I mean, it's just what it is. But lesson being, take shots in life, and it might pay off, it might not pay off, I don't know, but take shots, shots, and enjoy yourself, man. Have fun with it, just do your thing, man. I mean, you just gotta think, you gotta have that confidence in yourself. I know it's tough sometimes, but you gotta have that confidence for real. And then I'm trying to think, so I gotta get back on track. My bad. Like I said, this video, I'm gonna be bouncing all around the place because it's just I'm just letting myself kind of talk and try to go through like my past and like everything like that. But ninth grade, so yeah, back to the basketball season again. It was an okay season. Like I said, I wish I had taken more shots, but it was pretty much the games were just too short. But it also was just like there would be teammates, like there was a point guard that started over me, and I would always go at him in practice to try to show coach like, hey bro, I want this spot, bro. And I felt like I would do a pretty good job on him and just like defend him pretty well, and stuff like that. Like I remember one game he actually, and this was in 8th grade, and this game probably was my breaking point, bro. It was like halfway through the year, so I'm already pissed, and I didn't play a single minute this game. Not that I really cared. At that point in the season, it was just like, all right, whatever, dude. You're a terrible coach. But if there was a freaking white N-word, I would be saying it right now, bro. I would be saying it, bro. And crackers, that's not a white N-word. I'm gonna keep it real. But this dude right here, the point guard that is starting over me, I literally, I had so much time sitting on the bench. I was like, I'm gonna just count up how many shots this guy missed. He went 0 for 11 from 3. 0 for 11 from 3. And I didn't get put in the game. And I never touched the floor that night. This man went 0 for 11 just from 3. This is not even talking, bro, this man shoots like this. This man crosses his arms like this. And you mean to tell me I'm sitting here on the bench watching this guy play? Are you serious? You don't even have to play me. Put somebody else in the game. This man played, and he played, I don't know, he might have played, I don't remember if he played the whole game, but he played like 75% of the game. This kid was in the game. And he shot 0 for 11 from 3. Bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Like literally my nickname. Or no, he went 1 for 12. He went 0 for 11, then he hit his last 3. But his last 3 literally hit the top. He was in the corner, hit the top of the backboard and went in. I swear, on everything, bro. This had to have been the oldest, dumbest coach of all time, bro. I mean, it made me sick sitting there on the bench. Just the fact that don't even put me in. Put somebody else in. Put somebody else in, bro. Get this kid out of the game. A blind man could hear all the bricks that this man was throwing up, bro. A blind man could have seen that this man was not the answer to win that game, and we lost that game. Back to the story, man. 9th grade, it got better, but again, the games were so short. The starting 5 played 75% of the game, and again, it was just one of those seasons that it angered me, and it made me, again, want to try to build something up that I could control. But of course, what I'm saying, again, basketball just happened to not be that pathway. And YouTube was kind of the way I would kind of like, not take my anger out, but I kind of take my anger out, I guess. But yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience. But it did give me some kind of like a little bit of motivation to just kind of keep pushing ahead and just keep my head up. But it wasn't enough to like, I will say, like, those 2 years did not do enough for me to be like get me angry enough to freaking just go out and go freaking all out on YouTube. It was not enough for me yet. And then pretty much for the rest of that school year, freshman year, I did Among Us, I believe, like till probably like, I don't know, December, January, something like that. And it just kind of, it stopped, the popularity stopped of Among Us. and it just wasn't really growing my channel as much. So I tried, I assume again, I tried filming some other types of random videos. Like I said, I've filmed so much different types of videos. You could show me a video and I'd be like, oh, like I would remember the video once you showed me, but it would not have popped into my mind. Like I filmed so much different types of content. It would be crazy. So I don't know. I've definitely tried something different for like a couple months, but then I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This still, I probably tried something, probably didn't really work. And so I was like, then I remember I took a break from Among Us. Again, like I said, I tried new stuff, didn't really probably work out. And then I believe, so at this point, I'm probably at like 2,000 some subscribers, maybe 3,000. Yeah, probably 2,000, something like that. And I pretty much just went and said, all right, I'm gonna take a break, and once Among Us comes out with the new map, I'll try it again. And so again, came back to Among Us once they brought out the new map. It was good. It was just Among Us though, and at this point the game was starting to get boring to me. So I went with it for a little while, and it was all right, but it wasn't, the viewership wasn't crazy, and I just didn't enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I used to. And so I was just like, I'm just gonna give it up. Give it up. And so here I am. It's probably about May, so almost the summer of freshman year. And I basically was like, all right, I gotta find something different. And this is finally where it seems like after 2 years, 2 years of just different types of weird types of content, this is where it finally kind of took a step forward, like a big step forward, I would say. Obviously, when you get to 2,000, 3,000 stuff, that's a step forward. It's not a huge step forward, but this is where I finally, I don't know what it was, but I've remember just watching a Fortnite fashion show on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try doing this. I'm gonna try doing this. And at this point, I had, what I had asked for during Christmas was I wanted a PC so I could play Fortnite on it, stream Fortnite, do Among Us. Because at the time, obviously I was doing Among Us, so I was like, I want to do a stream Among Us on my PC. So I ended up getting a PC, and it was definitely probably one of the best investments of my life for sure. Really glad I got that PC, because that thing is coming clutch, and I mean it's what I film all my videos on and everything like that. And so I was like, all right, I got the PC now, I can stream Fortnite. And so I started to learn kind of how to, I guess, stream Fortnite in a high quality way, Fortnite fashion shows, and at least, because at the time, again, I was still pretty new to how to stream on a computer. But Among Us had given me a little bit of, I guess a little bit of experience with it. So I decided to try Fortnite fashion shows, and pretty quickly, I'd say within a week, I saw my viewership just rising up, just kept going up and up. And it was a really good decision. Have lots of fun doing some of those. And yeah, that was pretty much what I did that entire every single day, bro. I would get a stream in, and again, it was kind of the same rule. I would just stream for hours and hours and hours every single morning. And yeah, I some of those guys, were in the stream today watching me hit 100K. So, shout out to all y'all, because that was pretty cool seeing them back, of course, because obviously that's not what I do now. But so again, did that for about 2-3 months, and basically once it got to late August, I had grown my channel all the way to about, I think it was 11,000 subscribers, grown to about 11,000 subscribers. So I got 10,000 ish subscribers, a little less, probably 9,000 subscribers over the summer doing Fortnite fashion shows. And it basically got to August, and all of a sudden it was I I just slowly but surely saw my viewership just with everything, you know what I'm saying? With everything, I just saw it start to just slowly but surely decrease. And it was really disappointing because it was like, I thought Fortnite fashion shows was gotta be it. I thought Fortnite fashion shows was gotta be the thing that was gotta take me, to the 100K, you know what I'm saying? Because that was obviously my goal. It's been my goal. And I thought that was gotta be it, and it wasn't. And so that was pretty disappointing. So I kept streaming. At this point, it got to about October. So this is about the time for basketball tryouts. So again, I'm still, persevering. I'm still trying. I considered, I pretty much, over the summer while I was streaming Fortnite, after I finished streaming Fortnite, I'd, go to the basketball court every single day, try to work on my game, try to just hopefully be able to go to tryouts and show something exponential, that would, maybe put me, give me some playing time for once. And, that was a journey in itself, my whole freaking just grinding over the summer, because it was tough, because I really did want to quit. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to keep persevering through it. But got to about basketball tryouts, and you know what I'm saying, here we go, man. You already knew this would come in, man. All of a sudden, a female enters the equation, man. All of a sudden, a female. I mean, y'all knew what was happening, man. Let me do my classic walk away, man. All of a sudden, there is a female in the freaking story. So, this is how you know it's gotta get good. This is how y'all know. It's gotta get good. So, man. My brother's out there, man. Okay, where do I start? Let's start. We'll start chronologically. So, we'll start with the basketball. So again, this is about October-ish, and I obviously have been doing basketball since I was I think I started when I was in first grade. Yep, it was first grade. So I was about 7 years old. So it almost been 9. It almost been about, or I guess it had been 9 years. I've been playing basketball, tried out for the team. I did not make it, unfortunately. Again, believed I should have made the team, all that stuff, but obviously, again, not my decision. So that, that was definitely disappointing, and it was heartbreaking, really. I mean, it's a sport you love, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a little disappointing. Something I've done my whole life, and again, I thought there was more in store for me in basketball, but there wasn't. But, you know what I'm saying, better things were to come, you know what I'm saying? Here we are, man, so very disappointing. Finished my basketball there, and then again, the female, man, right? So basically what happened here was I got put in a class, that is that noise, what the I'm telling you, bro, y'all gotta be careful, bro. Don't go to a park by yourself, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sketched out. I'm ready for somebody to see it come out from the woods. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say it. But it was like, what was I gonna say? So I got put in, my mom, she made me take this stupid class. I did not want to take this class. It was basically this cooking class, and my mom made me take it. I did not want to take it. It was not a class for me. I did not want to take it. It ended up being a good class. I enjoyed it enough. But when I got in there, right, you know what I'm saying? I got my boys, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 other boys in there. I'm like, man, this has got to be a lit class. I like this, bro. I'm talking to them. And then teacher says, all right, assign seats. Oh, here we go, right? Here we go, bro. And like, it's of course a class full of girls, because again, there's not too many guys taking that class. And of course, my 2 boys, they get put next to each other. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Just my luck, right? And I get put at a table with 3 girls. Man, I was so disappointed, bro. You have no idea, bro. I want to be by my boys. And but I'm at this table with 3 girls, right? It's, whatever. Like, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was not trying to talk. It was like, I did not want to talk. I'm gonna be honest, but obviously when you sit, we ended up having to sit next to each other for the whole semester. So, it ended up having to talk to him, of course. But nah, I'm not gonna lie. They're all nice. Three of them, they're all nice. They're all nice. Girls, females, whatever the heck you want to say. Hope nothing for the best for them three, man. Yeah, hope nothing for the best. I haven't talked to any of them since then. Obviously, you'll hear why here in a second. But basically, what ends up happening is right. So there's this one girl, right? I was like, eventually, it got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm saying, I'd like to hang out with her. I didn't really know if I wanted to date her or anything like that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know if I wanted to date her. She wasn't my usual type. I'd probably, ask out. But I was like, I really liked her personality. I really liked talking to her, whatever. And so I was like, hey, let me ask her to hang out. And so, but right before I asked her out, it was about a week before I was actually planning to ask her out. With one of the other girls, and it made perfect sense once I heard it. One of the other girls, basically, they started whispering and stuff like that, normal female activities, obviously, I started whispering and whatnot, and I basically was just obviously trying to see, bro, what are y'all talking about, bro? That's what I'm asking them. Eventually, it got out, as we were leaving the class or something, it got out that, the one chick, so not the chick that I was gonna ask to hang out, the other chick at the table, one of the other chicks at the table, had a crush on me. And it was uh-oh, we got an issue. We got an issue. So, yeah, this was a tough situation for me because it was I don't feel the same. And I didn't feel the same. Again, she was also very nice. Had a good personality as well. Like I said, some would even argue that she was more attractive than the other one. You know what I'm saying? Not that matters too much, but some could definitely argue that. You know what I'm saying? But she had a couple times in class. She had been telling me she had shown me pictures of what a White Claw is and different types of drinks and vaping, and she did all that type of stuff, and I was like, I ain't doing that, bro. Right now, bro, if for me, man, I just can't date a female that's doing illegal activities. Again, we were what she was probably she was honestly at that time, I think she was probably 15. She was 3 years younger than you could vape. But drinking, you know what I'm saying, that's 6 years, you know what I'm saying, that's a long ways away. Just me personally, man, I for sure can't date a girl that vapes. Drinking, obviously, once you're legal, I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't have a problem with drinking once you're 21. Obviously, if you're getting drunk every single night, I don't want to date you. But vaping, I just can't do it, man. It is one of the cringiest things, bro. It really is just imagine a girl, imagine a person just pulling out their little freaking their lead out of their pocket and go, oh yeah, that's some good, that's the new blueberry Faygo flavor. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. I can't deal with that, bro. It's just like I said, vaping to me, it makes you make you go down 5 ratings, bro. It's bad. To me, it's just I just can't do it, man. And I don't know, I just couldn't do it, man. It just wasn't for me. So I was like, at this point, I had been planning to ask the girl to hang out. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask the girl to hang out. So I did. Unfortunately, I wanted to ask her in person. Fellas, always ask the girl in person, bro. It makes it so much easier for them. It makes it so much more difficult for them to reject you if you do it in person than over text. But unfortunately, I literally only had the one class with her. That was the only time I saw her. So I was like, to ask her to hang out, I'm just gonna have to text her because I can't ask her in front of the other girl. Oh, if I do that, bro, it's gotta be bad. And so ended up asking, one day after school, just texted her, say, hey, blah blah blah. I wanted to see if you maybe wanted to hang out or something like that, or like if you wanted to hang out or something this weekend or something like that. Of course, I probably should have worded it better. Like, that's the thing. I don't know how she took it. If she took it as I'm asking her out on a date, I don't know how she took it. Again, that's why I always want to ask. You always want to ask in person and not over text. But she responded and said, "Oh yeah, nah. This weekend, I have family coming over to the house," which was true. I did forget. She did tell me, or she did say that day in class. I remember her saying that she was having family over. So I was like, okay, that's fair. I get that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, well, what about next weekend? And she said, well, it's hard to know because my work schedule and, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. They don't tell me when I work and yada, yada, yada. And obviously that is a valid point. That is true. But me personally, man, like at that time, I took it as I just got rejected. My heart just got freaking... I just got freaking crushed, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I lost, bro. That's me getting rejected to hang out, and I was like, dang, I didn't even get a chance, bro. So that's how I took it. I don't know, how would y'all take it? Because, yeah, again, that is a valid point, but for me, it was kind of what's that saying, like reading in between the lines. I took it as like, yeah, nah, I don't want to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it, just me personally. And so pretty much after that, those, basketball and those were some two big hitters for me. And those two tore me down. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say for about a month, it was funny, for about a month in math class, because math class was my last hour, I would just put my earbuds in and watch I think it's Lionel Scott on YouTube. It's just a whole channel of motivational speech videos. Like, I was angry, I was like depressed, like it was bad, bro. I don't know why it got me down so bad, but I was down bad. I'm not gonna lie, I was down bad. I was like Jason Tatum last night, bro. I was freaking down bad, dude. And so I was just like, and so I would just watch those for probably a month and a half, something like that. And those videos, I don't know what it is, but they got me angry. They got me fired up, and I would pretty much go home from school and just grind YouTube and I would still stream. I still streamed a little bit, but it was starting to fade away to the point where I was just trying, again, different types of videos and stuff like that. And so I was probably trying, like, I'm trying to think what I was trying. I was probably trying, I don't even remember what I was trying, like, probably reactions, all types of stuff. Like I said, I filmed so much different stuff. I don't even remember what I filmed, like Bengals videos, Bengals weekly updates. I was probably trying all that type of stuff. And so that's what I was just like, I was trying to find something because I just want something to work. And so I just kept grinding. And then here comes the Bengals out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we're a freaking top 3 team in the NFL. And we beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Bro, that was the time of my life. Beating the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship, go to the Super Bowl, of course, sadly. This is in February. Took the loss, we didn't have the O-line at that time. It was atrocious, Took the loss, and that was the last. I mean, after let me get rejected, let me get cut from the basketball team, but the Cincinnati Bengals losing the Super Bowl, there is nothing that gets me more fired up to just absolutely win or just succeed and just grind than freaking my sports teams losing in big games, bro. There is nothing more, especially the Bengals, bro. Yeah, that got me very angry. And pretty much from there, again, I was still just, it sucked because I was grinding super hard, but I still just had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what type of content to film. I was still just trying to figure it out. So I would just keep grinding, trying to find out new videos. I was trying all types of stuff. You know, again, there was a point where I would literally just find clips, like sports clips that I enjoyed on like Sports Center on Instagram or something, and I would upload them to the channel. Some of those did well, but it was like, it wasn't what I wanted, but I was just trying to find something, man. I was trying all types of different stuff because clearly the stuff I had tried wasn't working. And yeah, those things definitely ignited the fire for me, and I was just grinding every single day after school, whatever it took. I was just trying to find something to work. And then pretty much that was the rest of the school year. Obviously we had my team Duke, lose in the Final Four to North Carolina, and also the Heat losing in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Celtics. Those two, both those hurt as well, but at that point I had already had enough motivation from the Bengals and the girl and the freaking, the basketball. Like those three things were enough to just motivate me enough. Like there was nothing more that could motivate me. I was just so freaking locked in with YouTube that I was just trying to find. I just had to find the right type of content to upload, and of course stuff that I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? You never want to upload like stuff you don't enjoy filming. Of course, like that's one thing I'll encourage y'all fellow YouTubers out there. Don't, if it's something you don't enjoy, don't do it. Like just don't do it, bro. It's just what it is. Like, but eventually, finally, well, first of all, I will say, so I finished the school year and it was pretty much to a point with the channel. I had grown like 1,000 subscribers over 8 months of the school year. It was very deflating after I thought I had my stride with Fortnite fashion shows. Very deflating. So I was like, all right. I told myself right before the summer started, I said, that you're going to take these 3 months, you're going to keep grinding. And if you don't find a way to get this YouTube channel moving again, I'm quitting. So I was literally 3 months away from quitting YouTube about a year ago. I was 3 months away. A year ago, I was considering quitting if I didn't find the right thing. Because it was just, I was putting so much work into the videos and it just nothing would work. And it was to the point, like, obviously, again, this channel's never been, of course my goal's always been 100K, but it was to the point where I was filming these videos and I wasn't even enjoying it. I was just filming and I wasn't having a good time. And that you gotta have a good time if you're gonna enjoy doing YouTube. And it had gotten to the point where I was just like, bro, I'm gonna take these 3 months. If I don't figure it out, I'm quitting. And so I tried going back to Fortnite. Because I would have people in my comment section being like, hey, can you upload Fortnite again? I want to do Fortnite fashion shows. And so I've tried some Fortnite. I would basically stream Fortnite. Well, first of all, I'd work. Then I would do Fortnite fashion shows one day. The next day, I would film like a full Fortnite, like loot box challenge or something, whatever type of Fortnite challenges. And I was like, I'm gonna try that. And I would take a lot of time on the editing on those videos because I was like, I want to make sure these are the best videos I can possibly make, and just gives me the best chance to just try to get something going, to the point where I can enjoy this and keep grinding this channel away. And so I just kept going with it I went for about 2 weeks. And there was just no progress. And again, 2 weeks isn't a lot of time, but again, I was on about a 2 month, 3 month span here where I was like, hey, I gotta figure this out. So I basically was like, all right, I'm gonna just try, because in the past I had uploaded for the Heat wins, during the playoffs last year. And I still obviously do now, but in the last year I had started uploading Heat, YouTube shorts and saying Heat win and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that. And I would upload videos like me, is this a catch or no catch? And I would do me catching a one-handed catch or something at the football field. And if my feet were in and whatnot, is it a catch or no catch? Stuff like that. So I had kind of dabbled in it, and I was like, I'm gonna take a week I took a week, or no, I think it was I took 2 weeks to film. Just basically every single day I would make 3 YouTube shorts, and that was just the sole purpose. For 2 weeks I would make 3 YouTube shorts a day. And again, at this point there was never a break day. Like, even if I went out with friends one day, I would still go home and make 3 YouTube shorts. And so again, I would film the YouTube shorts, and then at the end of the 2 weeks I started, or I think it was after a week, I started uploading some of them, because I was like, all right, I can't just leave my camera roll full of these short videos. So I started uploading them, and I see a little bit of growth, and then all of a sudden you just see that one video just boom, and that's, that's the thing, is what's crazy about YouTube that I've learned is it only takes a couple videos to really just carry your channel, honestly. Like, you can have a bunch of small videos, but if you have that one big video, bro, it can carry. And I mean, I'm talking carry your views and just move you up and just grow your channel, just based off one video. And so I just pretty much from here on out, I had finally found a video. It had blown up, and I started getting views on it. My channel started to grow again, and I'm like, hey, I kind of, and I had been enjoying filming the shorts again. Any type of content I tried out, I enjoyed, because it was like, again, I'm not gonna do YouTube and not enjoy it and not have fun with it. So, yeah, pretty much from there on out, man, I just kept making them every single day. I would again try to make 2 to 3 YouTube shorts a day, and yeah, just start grinding those all, grinding. Kept uploading. And I also obviously started filming more like reaction videos and other type of videos. Like, once the NFL season started, I started filming NFL reaction videos and stuff like that. Those did pretty well. Really enjoyed filming those. NBA reactions, obviously, I'm doing right now. And yeah, that was pretty much, once I found shorts, it just skyrocketed. And obviously, clearly here, basically in 8 months, basically since the start of the school year, I started. So basically, once it got to August, I think I had 30,000 subscribers. And then obviously over the last 8 months, or however long the school year is, I grew about 70,000 subscribers and hit my dream, my goal of 100K. Crazy. I just kept going with it. It was not easy, like I said, it was just a ton of time. I mean, obviously this is a long video, and that was just, I wanted to get my thoughts out, and just, it really is a whole story behind this channel, and people don't even realize it, bro, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time telling this story, really, for me. But yeah, there's stuff that's got to motivate you to get there, and yeah, I mean, it was definitely a journey to get to this point, but I kept grinding, and here I am today. With 100,000 subscribers, man. My dream, my goal, crazy. Obviously there's a lot of points where I was like, I'm not getting to this goal. We did it, man. Not much else to say besides that. And yeah, I mean, this, pretty much once I caught my stride, I just kept going, and that was all it took. Was finding my stride, and that's what I think for all you guys, all you aspiring YouTubers out there. Number one, I was talking about today on the stream, before you make a channel, make sure to, what do you want out of your channel? Like, there was always something about YouTube that I really loved about it, and it was something that I'm like, I can do whatever I want on here. Like, I can, and I really enjoyed being in front of the camera and editing the videos, and this is what I plan on doing. Like, in college, I plan on, doing like journalism and broadcast journalism, and filming stuff like that. If you don't know what it means, it's basically doing stuff like this, filming sports games and editing them, and because that's what I want to do. And it ended up like this YouTube channel literally is possibly leading into my college degree. So pretty big deal for sure. How crazy, like a little idea, a YouTube channel has just turned into something big. And I don't think this is the end for me. I think this is just the start of something bigger to come. And I'm glad you guys have been here for the ride, man. I am. Like I said, it was a long journey. It was a long journey, but like I said, you guys, I'm the exact same as y'all. Again, I don't want anyone to take this video as me bragging. This is me just telling my story, how I got here, and how I'm not any different than any of y'all. And never give up on your dreams, man. Never give up on your dreams. Hopefully y'all are still watching at this point in the video. I know it's a long video, but never give up on your dreams, man. I know it's a corny thing that, it's a corny quote. But I think, especially in today's society, people try to take that quote and diminish it and just say, oh, just get the normal 9-to-5 job. Just do the boring old stuff. And I'm not saying if you get a YouTube channel, I'm saying you're not going to end up in a 9-to-5 job and it's not going to be, or whatever it be. And this is not just applying to YouTube. Anything in life, like never give up on your dreams, because it's, you can still have that 9-to-5 job. You can still have that, but you can also have something like this that you can grow and then into something you enjoy for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And it really is bigger than people think. You can really make a name for yourself. But yeah, you never give up your dreams, man. It's a quote that seems to be like kind of, I guess, not overused, but whenever people hear it and they just try to shut it down, but it is true. It really is true. And I am a living being that completed a dream that he has had since he was a little kid. And I'm here today talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I am a living form saying, don't give up on your dreams. You can always reach it. It's just a matter of how much do you want to put into your dreams, how much do you want to put into that goal you want to hit, how much do you want to, become that professional athlete, become that actor, whatever it may be. How much effort do you want to put into it? It's always a possibility. You might have to put in 8 hours after school. You might have to put in 6 hours after school. You just got to decide what you want to put in, and I guarantee you the results will show. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say, man. So let me read off some of these questions you guys had for me real quick, and then we'll wrap the video up here, man. My voice is dying. I should have brought some water. I'm not gonna lie. So these were some of the questions like people from my school like submitted, and people in the comment section of my videos. I made a bunch of posts saying, hey, ask me questions. So let's see. So first question is, what am I doing when I hit 100K? So obviously, plan was to film this video. I will edit it, upload it, hopefully as soon as possible. Also, I think me and my family, we're gonna go out to eat, celebrate. Of course, this is obviously, they've seen me through this entire journey. They've seen me, recording these videos. Me telling them to get out of the basement so I can record the videos. They've been a part of this whole journey. This is a big deal, not only for me, but just, my whole family, and just accomplishing something big. But yeah, definitely probably doing something like going out to eat or something, something like, nothing super exciting, but, something to celebrate, of course. And then this question right here. So I'm actually really glad somebody asked this question, because this is a question that I think, whenever I say I get hate, this is the main question. This is the main thing people say. So this, it says, did you buy, or it's weird, kind of weird, but it's like, you botted your subs ? So this is a question I have gotten tons of times, or if I do get hate, this is kind of the form of hate I get. So I don't know how to put this in a, of course, I can sit here and tell you, obviously, if you've watched the entire video, I've just told you literally, chronologically, what has happened and what motivated me to get here. So if that's not enough, obviously, me telling you, hey, I've grinded my butt off every single day to try to get to 100K, and that's why I'm here. If you don't believe me on that, then I'll support it with some facts. So I guess, because I know a hater, they're not gonna believe me when I say, yeah, I've worked my butt off and that's why I'm here, which is the truth. But I guess if you want to look at it from an analytical standpoint, if you look at it, I've been doing this for 4 years, so that is not, if I was buying subs or whatever, I would have been done it, bro. I promise you, I would have had 100K years ago. From the moment I found that, I would have done it. I would have been kind of 100,000 if I was doing that. Obviously, I would have never done it. And I know there is, obviously like, there's like botting websites and stuff like that. I'm sure that's why this question's up here. But yeah, obviously it would have been much quicker of a process, from an analytical standpoint. Also, you got to look at it. I've uploaded 2,400 some videos on my channel. That is a lot of freaking videos, even for the biggest YouTubers out there. That is a lot of freaking videos. There's a lot of videos. So there's kind of that. You can kind of look at it like that. Like, I promise you, like, I would not, if I was, again, botting subscribers, why would I upload 2,400 videos? Why would I work hard on my channel every single day to get to this goal? Why would I do it? There would just be no point. So there's that. And then you got to look at, like, if you go to my About tab on my YouTube channel, it shows my total views. I currently have like 60 some million views on my channel, which I looked earlier and I looked at, because I saw this question. I was like, I'm going to see how much of a percentage 100,000 people is out of 60 million. And I think it was like 0.01%. It was like, basically if 100 people watch my video, basically one in every 100 people that watch my video, or maybe like if you round it up, it's technically like 1.66 people that watch out of every 100 views I get a subscriber. So clearly it is, this was, 60 million views. It took a lot. It took a lot to get to this mark. But yeah, I mean, obviously I don't need to do too much talking for that question. I think, what I've accomplished and what I've shown from my channel has shown enough that, what I'm saying, I've worked towards this and whatnot. But also, I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to buy subscribe, nothing's free in life, so I'm sure I would have to buy subscribe. If I were to buy subscribers, that would cost probably a decent amount of money to buy 100,000 subscribers. If I were to guess, I'm not sure. Also, if you do buy subscribers, YouTube does punish people that buy subscribers. So I don't know. Like I said, this is more of a hater asking this question. Like I said, I don't think I need to do much more explaining. Like, I probably, my YouTube channel might not be here if I buy subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much more explaining I need to do there, but you get the point. I didn't buy subscribers. I would not have reacted the way I did in my 100,000 subscriber stream if I bought subscribers. Best way to put it. Bro, who is making all that noise? Bro, I think this police guy come and get me here in a second. This man probably like, what is this kid doing over there? But next question up. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get going, bro. I'm sorry, but I knew this was gonna be a long video. Am I close with my parents? Yes, I am. Happy to say that. Love my mom and dad. Shout out to mom and dad. Have I ever met a fan? Very good question, actually. I have I've kind of met a fan, kind of not met a fan. So I basically, the only time I've met a fan was basically this girl from my school. It was literally like my first time talking to her. And she had basically, one of the first things she had said to me was, and again, this is just this is basically like a stranger coming up to you and talking to you, and she was just like, oh yeah, my brother watched one of your videos the other day or something like that. She said something like that. I think my brother watched one of your videos or something, and it was something along those lines. And it was like, whoa, like, it kind of clicked in my head, like, bro, like, wow. So that's kind of the only like fan I guess I've met. I've also had fans in Cincinnati, like, because obviously that's got to be the main place people would probably recognize me. It would be in Cincinnati. Unfortunately, I do not live there, but if I did live in Cincinnati, I have had some fans like comment on videos when I've gone to the Bengals games and stuff, and they say, "Oh, I saw you walking down the street. I saw you at the game," but they said, I just didn't come up to you or whatever. They said they saw me though, walking around the streets and whatnot, because obviously some of those fits I'd be wearing, you will recognize me. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I've kind of met a fan, kind of not, but yeah, definitely would be cool to meet a fan. You know what I'm saying? In Cincinnati or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'd be really cool. But yeah, so I guess verdict on that is kind of not. Whatever you want to say. So what's the hardest, next question is, what's the hardest part about doing YouTube? For me, at least just for me, it was just figuring out what content that, you guys enjoyed watching. Cause there's a bunch of stuff I enjoy doing in life, but it was a matter of me figuring out what do the people, cause it was always, I wanted you guys to enjoy. I wanted to have an audience that enjoyed the content I was uploading. So when something didn't work, I was always trying different stuff. That was definitely the hardest part about getting here, was just finding the YouTube shorts and the Fortnite fashion shows, the stuff that, made me grow and, grew my audience to where I knew like, hey, people are enjoying these videos I'm coming out with. So I'm gonna keep uploading it. It was tough to find those types of videos until eventually, obviously, last summer. So that's definitely the hardest part, I think. And then, yeah, I'd say that was probably the hardest part, honestly. And then the next question is personality or looks. For me, it's a mixture of both. I think initially it's got to be looks. Like if I'm going up to, if I see a girl on the street and if I'm not attracted to her, I'm not gonna ask her out. You know what I'm saying? But if I am attracted to her, of course, ask her out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously personality, you guys see if they have a crappy personality, I'm not gonna entertain it. I'm gonna just move on to the next. So it's both. It's both, really. I mean, that's the best way to put it. All right, next question. Who do I think is gonna win the Super Bowl next year? Need I say more? You know what I'm saying? Need I say more? No, but I mean, we definitely have a good chance. I'm not going to say the Chiefs have a good chance. I'm never saying, you will not hear those words come out of my mouth. Eagles have a good chance again. I think, they had a very good draft, very good offseason. In their offseason actually, but good draft. But I don't know. Cowboys, I could even see, you know what I'm saying? But it's the Cowboys, so you never know what they're going to do. Who is the GOAT for both NBA and NFL? Ooh, good question. You know what I'm saying? My GOAT, my inspiration is Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? One of my next life goals actually after this is to meet Joe Burrow at some point in my life. That is definitely one of my life goals for sure in the future. But who's the GOAT? I think, me personally, I got to say for NBA and NFL, if we're comparing the two, it's got to be Tom Brady. Obviously, MJ's great. You know what I'm saying? But I think that, bro, why does this thing keep, the grass behind me keeps looking, there we go. For me, it's Tom Brady. I mean, it is extremely difficult to win a Super Bowl, and much less, 7 rings, I think, right? So, but the 7 rings, winning a Super Bowl, that's tough. That's so tough to do. And, I like Tom Brady's story, similar to kind of why I like Joe Burrow, just in, it wasn't easy for them, you could see, Tom Brady, his main motivation in life was he was never given the playing time, and he just kept working at it. He kept working, and eventually he got to his goal, and now he's one of the greatest players of all time. It's kind of the same with Joe Burrow and how he was at Ohio State. Wasn't really used much. Then he went to LSU and just balled out. You know what I'm saying? Went through, he could have just quit, but instead he tried to give it one more chance. So, love Joe Burrow for that. Love Brady's mindset there. What brought me to YouTube? I don't know. Like I said, from a young age, I had made a YouTube channel when I was in 4th, 5th grade. It was just always something. I always enjoyed watching YouTube. Like I said, that's why I remember that question in 6th grade whenever my teacher asked, if you could be a professional in something that is like not a real profession, what would it be? And I had said watching YouTube videos. So I don't know. It's always been something. I think YouTube's just been that thing for me. I've always loved watching YouTube videos, and I think I always wanted to be on camera filming those videos just because you could do whatever you wanted. So I don't know. I think it was maybe just the freedom and just knowing like, hey, again, like I said, I talked about it throughout the video, just that motivation of like, hey, I have control. I have full control over this channel. Now I'm gonna go make it big. You know what I'm saying? And that's, what I went and did. So, not that I'm saying I'm like famous or anything like it, but you know what I mean? Like, I have full control over it, and I want to do something big in my life, and I think YouTube was a way to do that. So, again, like I said, it's become probably my major for college and a job. I want to get a job in filming. My dream job is to film for the Bengals as a career. That would be awesome. I actually had a dream about it last night. I'm not even kidding, bro. I'm trying to think. I think it was like I literally got a contract in my dream. It was like 4 years, $2 million, something like that. So actually, not pretty good contract. I'm not gonna lie. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm not dreaming. I don't know. I don't know if I'm dreaming. I don't know. But yeah, it was just something I really enjoyed doing. From a young age. I don't know why, but I've always enjoyed doing it. And then, why are the Bengals and Heat my favorite teams? This is a very common question I get. Again, my reasoning is just never good. I was 8 years old whenever I chose the Bengals and the Heat. So, of course, around this time, the Heat had LeBron, Bosh, Wade, the big three. Those guys, I don't know. Again, it was again, I wasn't even a bandwagon. I literally had no idea that the Heat were even that good back then. I had no idea. I was just, it was probably the Heat were on TV a decent amount. I liked their logo. I liked the fire, the flames. I like the color. And so I just ended up being a Heat fan. You know what I'm saying? Again, I was 8 years old, so there wasn't much thought process through it. Actually, I think I was 7. I wasn't even 8 yet. But, and then the Bengals, kind of the same reason. I was like 7. You know what I'm saying? Very, very young. My dad's actually a Steelers fan. So I just really enjoy, I think the Bengals were on TV a lot. And so I really enjoyed, just being on the, if this cop doesn't stop driving by me, gosh dang. But my dad is a Steelers fan, so I think I might have been, I wanted to beat my dad. I don't know. But, again, tiger's like my favorite animal, so I'm sure that probably attracted me to them. And then again, the colors and the stripes, they got the cool uniforms and all that. But again, I was 7. I didn't have a big reason why, but yeah. And then I've stuck with those teams. I ain't no bandwagon. I'm never gonna leave those teams for my entire life. You know what I'm saying? I hate bandwagons. There's nothing I can stand more than gosh darn Chiefs fan. But actually, matter of fact, again, this is where I get sidetracked. But man, I think the Chiefs fan. The reason I got so mad. What gave me the biggest motivation, along with after this, why the Super Bowls motivated me the most, I think, out of all my sports teams losing, was the kids I go to school with. Those mother truckers have motivated me so much to just go out and get something big. It is crazy. So if at my school, it is just infested with Chiefs fans. I'm talking it's just disgusting. It is disgusting. It is awful, man. And it's what's crazy is most of them are bandwagons. There's some that ain't bandwagons in, because I remember like them wearing, the Chiefs sweatshirt or the jersey or whatever back in the day, But it was like, oh, all of a sudden the Chiefs are good. They're back in the Super Bowl. Everyone wants to wear a Chiefs shirt. I mean, it's just facts. It's just fact. Like, I promise you, if the Chiefs were not good, my school would not have that. I would not be seeing that many Chiefs shirts. And it's facts. It's facts. I know it makes them angry, but it's facts. It's just straight facts. I'm telling you, bro, it's bad at my school, bro. There's just way too many Chiefs fans out there, man, and it's bad. It's bad. But those Chiefs fans, bro. So after we beat them in the AFC Championship, I like posted about it a bunch. I was obviously really excited because I'm a freaking Bengals fan. You know what I'm saying? We weren't used to winning. You know, had our first playoff win in 30 years, 31 years, something like that. Absolutely wild that whole year. Out of nowhere, we were just freaking top two that year actually. But we beat the Chiefs, right? I post about all that, you know. And then the next day, I'm in a good mood, whatever. I'm wearing pretty much for the next 2 weeks until that Super Bowl. I wore just a bunch of Bengals fits. I'm talking tons of Bengals fits, jerseys, shirts. I was wearing tons of these, bro. I was wearing tons of these Joey B shades. I was just wearing all types of Bengals stuff. And I just pretty much just kept wearing that stuff, you know, just because I enjoy it. It wasn't like I was trying to rub it in the Chiefs fans' face, but it was, you know, I was so proud of my team, the fact that we had, you know, beaten the Chiefs because nobody expected it. And plus, I mean, that comeback was insane, that game. But yeah, it was, you know, I was just happy for my team. And then we lost the Super Bowl. And here comes the freaking, my phone's blowing up. All of a sudden, these Chiefs fans want to start talking. All of a sudden, these Chiefs fans want to start talking. And for me, like, you know, the Chiefs, especially, you know, it's tough for me, you know, to admit this on camera, but you know, the Bengals, Heat, and the Duke Blue Devils, all three of those teams, man. I'm a crier, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When they be losing those games, I really wanted to win. I cried, you know. I definitely cried. I was bawling my eyes out. I can't even lie. I remember my friend leaving the house after we had watched the Super Bowl. Never doing that again, bro. I got to watch this. If the Bengals are back in the Super Bowl next year, I got to watch it by myself or with my family, bro, because I was holding back so much that year. But yeah, it was very, very depressing because I was crying and stuff, and it was for hours, man. Like, bro, I hate to say it, but it's true, bro. That's how much I care about these teams, man, and maybe that's why, you know, some of these Chiefs fans, you know, they don't realize how big of a deal it is to me. But, you know, for me, it is a huge deal, and it was a huge deal, us losing that Super Bowl. So, of course, you know, I cry that whole night. I don't open my phone. I shut it down. I could not deal with seeing any. I just could not read any of those, you know, because I knew there's just got to be people being mean to me, and I didn't want to read that. And then I go to school the next day, and it was funny because I still wore the Joe Burrow shades the next day, but it was actually because I was covering up my tears because I'd been crying. Like, oh man, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing, but it's true. It's true. You know, because I was like, if I start crying again, I want to have something to cover it up, bro, because it's got to be too obvious. So, yeah, I went to school the next day, and I'm talking everybody, bro. I'm talking everybody, man. Besides the teachers, bro. I'm talking, you got all the guys obviously saying everything. You got the senior guy. You got the guys that are older than me. You even got chicks that I've never talked to in my life. You got the hot girls that are freaking, you know, talking about the Chiefs, you know, heckling to me about the Chiefs. And I was just like, it was one of those times like last year after we, you know, this last year, I guess this year, after we had lost to the Chiefs, you know, I went in more confident. I was more kind of held high. But whenever we had lost that Super Bowl, I was still just shaken up by it. You know, if the Bengals lose the Super Bowl or win it next year, if they're in it, I am going to skip school the next day. Like, I've just decided that I'm not going to school the next day, bro. Whether to celebrate or to cry, I don't know. But God dang it, motherfucker! Gosh dang it. We just got to finish this freaking video, bro. I'm pushing about an hour and a half at this point. But yeah, it was just all day. I mean, entering the school, right when I entered the school, the heckling started, and it was depressing, man. And I went home, and I cried on my bed for about another hour, man. Depressing to say, But that right there, you know what I'm saying, that was the defining moment that started the motivation for me, at least. I think the biggest, well, obviously it didn't start the motivation, the other stuff did, but this was, like I said, after the Bengals lost the Super Bowl, man, all that crap at school, bro, that just made me freaking livid. And yeah, man, you know. So that's that story. Let me get to the next question. So this next question, I guess it says, do you think the Bengals will win the Super Bowl next year? So, you know, like I said, I think we definitely have a chance. I'm going to tell you guys my perfect scenario for the Bengals next year. So, perfect scenario. You know, we make it to the playoffs, of course. But, of course, I've seen on the schedule, you know what I'm saying? This is just, you know, now that you guys have kind of heard the backstory about these Chiefs fans at my school. So, I think the ideal scenario would be we play the Chiefs in Week 17 at Arrowhead. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, bro? What is that noise back there, bro? Oh, heck no, bro. I'm dying, bro. I am dying. Oh, heck no. Okay. But, anyways, the ideal scenario for this would be to, bro. Man. The ideal scenario would be either I don't even care if we win Week 17, but even if we win Week 17, and it's just a great thing for me because I get to go to school and the freaking Chiefs fans are going to be crying. You know what I'm saying? Or I'd honestly be fine with us losing to the Chiefs in Week 17 just because I already know the Chiefs fans are going to get that inflated ego. So again, they already have this inflated ego. I've seen yesterday, the Chiefs have been to 7 straight AFC championships. I mean, if that, bro, that is the most, bro, this is the most annoying thing I've ever heard. Like, can we get the Chiefs out of there, man? Please. Somebody new. Get the Jaguars or something. Like, basically just kind of, I would not mind it whether we win or lose that Week 17 game. Does not matter to me. If we win, it's great. If we lose, Chiefs fans get an inflated ego, and I'm just as fine with that. So, and then the plan from there is beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship and then win the Super Bowl. That would be my perfect script for next year is we lose to the Chiefs in Week 17, win or lose to the Chiefs in Week 17. Does not freaking matter. It has absolutely no bearing on me. Like I said, whether we win or lose in Week 17 Chiefs, it does not matter. But then we beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. And then we go and win the Super Bowl, man. First time in franchise history. That would be my ideal script to next year. And then next year I'm a senior. You know what I'm saying? I leave school. Those dudes never get to say anything to me again. I'm gone. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? It would be fantastic. That would be my best script. And then, that would be my ideal script for us next year. But, you know, because obviously this year they had the Chiefs scripted to, you know, win the Super Bowl, obviously. I mean, we all seen it. Next question up is Jordan or LeBron? For me, this is Jordan. I think for me, I value, especially in sports, I value more loyalty, you know what I mean? And so for me, like Jordan winning 6 rings with one team, I mean, the Bulls were in the trash. The NBA was in the trash, basically. Like it was going downhill. Well, I guess Magic kind of revived it a little bit. But as far as the Bulls, I mean, you've seen The Last Dance, like they were going down. The Bulls were a freaking dead franchise, and Jordan just revived it and carried his team all the way to 6 rings, along with going and playing baseball at that time too. That was crazy too. So I gotta go Jordan, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I value more loyalty, so, you know, and plus he has more rings. It's tough to go against. I get LeBron has more stats, but for me, stats don't matter as much as, it just doesn't matter as much. And then next question is favorite basketball team, Miami Heat and the Duke Blue Devils. My favorite color, orange. Is Burrow the hottest QB in the NFL? 100%. I mean, you could literally, bro, you go to a freaking girls, like, bro, my sister is in love with Joe Burrow. You can go to any YouTuber. They love Joe Burrow, man. They love Joe Burrow. Here comes the cop. Hold up. Give me a second. My bad, y'all. That cop came over here. He was asking me, like, hey, what I was doing. And I obviously told him I was filming a YouTube video. But so, obviously, I wasn't in trouble or nothing. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the video. Once again, thank you guys so much for 100K, bro. It's freaking crazy. I mean, again, like I say, you guys have just heard pretty much my whole story. I'm sure that's not even all of it. I'm sure I've left out stuff, and obviously this video, I'm sure, is an hour and probably 30 some minutes long. I apologize for it being so long, man, but you know, I really just wanted to come on here and just tell my story. And if somebody wants to, you know, watch the whole thing, they watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I won't be complaining. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, man. Thank you guys for helping me get here. You know, it's just a crazy journey so far for me. And you know, I hope the best, you know, for the future. I think this is just the beginning of something bigger to come. And yeah, without further ado, man, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out. All right, y'all, my bad for interrupting the video, but I wanted to put this into the video, man. This is the back of my bedroom door, and I think this is another good way just to kind of motivate yourself. Obviously, this can say, you know, whatever goal you have, I think this is a great way to motivate yourself. I don't even remember when I put this on my door. I'm sure that'll deter whatever date. It says it like right here. I'm actually gonna take it off right now for the first time. Okay, hold up. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna take this off my door and then I'll check back in with y'all. All right, y'all. Here is the back of it. My bad also, y'all, for the horrible handwriting. I know it's terrible. It's bad. I know. But as you guys can see here, this, you know, I've had this on my door literally. Like, this is the first time I peeled it off the back of my door. So every morning when I wake up, I look at the back of this door and say, hey, what can I do to get one step closer to, you know, in this case, my goal was 100K. And you can see here, I put this up February 27th, and I had 2.77K subs. So this was probably put on my door over 2 years ago, if not 3 years ago. I'm guessing this was put up February 27th, 2021. But yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, man, this is a fantastic way right here just to motivate yourself. Yeah, just wanted to put this in the video real quick. I know it's a long video, but just wanted to, you know, put this in the video.